Okay, we are going to break down the trailer. And we're also going to break down the end part that showed character creator, lobby customization. You guys, if you see anything that I don't bring up, you let me know. Okay, so there's not really too much going on at the beginning of the trailer. Obviously, we get to see the new area, which is the oil well basin.
I present you Azuz.
Also the Everforge, which there has been a lot of like hubbub about potentially creating like the ultimate dragon super duper duper weapon. And the fact that we're visiting a place that is a whole ass forge is very interesting. I'll say it doesn't confirm the theory, but it makes the theory a little bit more possible. Because we're interacting with an ancient civilization. We've got, yeah, the equal dragon weapon. There's some stuff going on, okay? There's some stuff going on that there might be stuff going on and happening. Doesn't confirm it or anything in here. It's just, you know, it's a whole area that is a forge.
Just look at that firebrand go.
It's a damn forge, the whole thing. So this, we got to learn a little bit about the area. It's, we'll go to the oil basin. So the inclemency period of the oil basin is when it's all on fire. So this is the different parts. You got super sludge, big old fire, post fire, when everything's kind of like cool down and kind of calcified a little bit. But those are the three. So this would be like the plentiful period. This will be the Pharaoh period. And then this is the inclemency period of the oil well basin. We get to see some cute little babies. Also cute bats. Also, we're thinking that this, because you pop it right away, we're thinking this is cool drink. And then you're popping it. And that gives you cool drink effect, we think. We think. And then we get to see the boy. Let me turn the volume down because we're Chan. Rom Popolo, who we were getting like big Plague Doctor vibes, and it definitely is very Plague Doctor-y, but he's like a big puffy mosquito. He's a big puffy mosquito, man. And then we get to see a turf war with our new boy. You can see all of the renders on here if you want to. You can just pop them here, a Jaracon, and then you can have the render. Yeah, so that's a Jaracon. He farts in the ground. Yeah, yeah. So Ron Popolo does indeed stick his butt into the ground and go. Brah, brah, brah. So instead of putting his little stinger into you and sucking you, and you're like, God damn, I got bit by a mosquito, he sticks his butt in the ground and farts everywhere and creates explosions. Monster Hunter tweeted Rompopolo, a bulbous brute wyvern found lurking in areas of deep oil slit within the oil well basin. What's your step when facing this monster lest you fall foul of its ability to inject gas from the tip of its tail into the surrounding oil silt for explosive results? Then we see a Jaracon attack Rompopolo. And then I was like, initially I was like, is that Zenoga? And I was like, wait, that's a monkey. I'm like, wait, who is that? We get to see a little bit of his attacks. Clash attack with the Hope Sword and Shield. Which I don't know if we saw the Hope Sword and Shield. I'm sure we have because people have played with the Sword and Shield, but you know. Just saying, it's the Hope Sword and Shield. We light up the forge and then get concerned as to why the forge is angry. And so we beckoned the fire spring. The fire spring is the name of the inclemency period for the oil well basin. We beckoned the fire spring. Wowee. Uh-oh, we beckoned the fire spring is how this pretty much goes. So this is showing, of course, it going from... It's actually really interesting because we're triggering the fire spring. So I really like that Wilds is absolutely about this balance of humans and nature and how we affect nature, because this area is a perfect example of that. We're trying to light up this forge, this fire spring. And then when we do that, we trigger the inclemency period of the oil well basin. And because we triggered it, we bring the black flame monster. So we're fudging with the environment, and then we end up bringing this like octopus crazy guy. It's very interesting. So then this is going from, I assume, the Pharaoh period into the inclemency period. Now everything's on fire. This guy is said to appear more during fire. It doesn't say it here, but it does say it in the little breakdown of what we see. That Ajarkhan is more likely to show up during the inclemency period, the fire spring. We pull down a thing. This is the Chematrice sword and shield. So I'll go frame by frame so you can see it. He's wearing the Chematrice armor, or she. I think it's the female armor. Not that it freaking matters anymore. How? So this is the Chematrice sword and shield. You've got the Chematrice armor, Chematrice sword and shield. There you go. And then we end up using our slinger to pull the top of this thing, and it ends up hitting Rompopolo. Don't light forges in the middle of volcanic oil pits. That is correct. Don't do that. Now this is the Rompopolo lance, which looks incredible. I initially thought it was the sword and shield because the shield looked really freaking small. But then you can see here, you can see more of the shield. And it's actually much longer than I initially thought it was. And it's literally his face. These weapons definitely remind me of like the Kazu type of weapons where it's all kind of like medical based. And the weapon is definitely just his whole ass or his whole face. I love it. Dude, the design on this is insane. Look at that. Oh, wee. So this is the dismount attack of the lance as well, if you haven't seen it. Big old flips. Wee. And the lance itself is a syringe. So I cannot wait to see. We've obviously seen the hammer. If you don't know, this is, of course, the hammer monster, where you get the hammer weapon and armor that we saw. So if you haven't seen it, you don't remember, here you go. Hammer. Big old bird brain. Although now we know it's a mosquito. Mosquito brain. So this is the armor. And we got to see one more weapon from it. So the hammer is like his face with like his heart and his brain. It's like his whole body is in your hammer. And then the lance is a syringe. And like we do see a lot of that on here. Like if you look at this, right? There's a lot of like, God damn it. There's a lot of medical supplies on him. Syringe, scissors, all that stuff. Sorry, I keep going to the wrong tab. It looks beautiful. Look at that. Syringe with like his stinger. Damn. Looks so good. Guys, we made the fire spring happen, and now the fire spring's happening. Yeah, it's very Mad Surgeon vibes. He is very, very, very Mad Surgeon vibes for sure. Oh no, and then this is interesting because this is Eric. He is the... No, not Eric, sorry. Werner, not Eric. I take it back. Eric is my cute baby boy. Werner. He's Astrum Unit Smithy. He's a physics and engineering specialist and a leading mind in weapon technology. Again, I'm saying, dude, Ultimate Dragon super duper duper extra duper weapon? He's looking at this. Now, he looks a little concerned, but it also looks like he's looking at it like, I could do something with this. Right, Dilt? That's what I'm saying. He's scheming. He's thinking about it. He's like, hold on a second. I might be able to do something with this. So I just think it's interesting that they show Werner. Werner, a smithy who is a master of engineering and making like crazy weapons. He's analyzing it. Yeah. Suspicious.
Stopping it now.
He's thinking about making something in there. And then the black flame appears. Look what we did. Humans done fudged it up again. We lit a big ass fire, made everything become a volcano, and now there is a octopus trying to murder us all. He's holding 2 Ajaricons in his hand. Oh, we did actually see that Ajaricon, it does look like it's going to be a pack monster. It's going to be a herd monster because we saw multiple of them on the screen. So I would expect that the Ajaricon is the herd monster of this area for sure. Now, there is some talk about this monster being Nakarkos. And I definitely can see the comparisons, but the more that I look at him, the more that I'm like, I think it's different. I do think it's different. And he also is like a mysterious monster. No one knows. Who is it? What is it? Yeah, he's very octopusy. I love him so much. I love him with all of my heart. He's so cool. And this is confirmed by the website, which I'll show you, is confirmed to be the apex monster of the region. Known to the people of Azuz as the Black Flame, it reigns as the apex predator of this region. He's the apex predator. And as we know, all apex predators end up being the apex predator because they're able to adapt to the conditions of the inclemency period. We've got Raydao, of course, lightning, boom booms. We've got Uthduna, lots of water. Wow, I'm a big water, I flap them. Sorry, that was terrible. And then the Black Flame, who we end up lighting the big old fire. And now look who's here. What a good idea that was. Very smart. Very smart. And he grabs the Hunter. And he's going, gonna throw oil at you. Good luck. And then this is a flashback. This is a flashback of the Black Flame. So this villager, he sees the Black Flame and he's like, oh yeah, I remember that was pretty freaking bad for us the last time. And of course we can see that things are on fire as they are now. Flashback to the Black Flame. These are indeed black flames. Those are black flames. Might just be the fact that the picture, but there's black flames. So I wouldn't be surprised if he has like a thing where he throws oil on you and then X amount of oil ends up setting you on black flame, which makes you like burn faster or something. So then we did get, of course, the open beta test period. We will be playing it very soon. You can play earlier if you have PlayStation Plus and a PS5. You won't be able to play it on PS4. Very sorry. But also, there was a little bit more after this. So I also want to break this down a little bit. Because we're not just going to be playing the Gamescom demo. We are going to be playing a lot of like the Gamescom demo that people have been playing. It's the same story mission. It's the same Doshaguma hunt. But character creator. Of course, you can do your hunter, you can do your palico, and your character is going to transfer to the main game.
In character creation, you'll have...
So we have presets, of course, face presets, and then voices. There's quite a lot of them. So you get to choose your voice pitch, and your bearing. And we've only seen 2 bearings as been confident and graceful. So of course, you're picking quite a lot of customization for your voice, which is crazy when you think about it, because we are actually voiced in Wilds. So there's going to be a lot of different voices in the game. So voice 3, default, 10 pitch, and then here's where you see graceful. So you're going to be able to change kind of like the personality that comes through in your voice. Lots of different presets. You can also change muscle mass and muscle definition. Very cool. Look at that. And then you get a bit of a comparison between all of them. No muscle, lots of muscle. Bearing, it's there's confident or like there's graceful. So confident would be like, yeah, let's go get him. Or if it's graceful, it'll be like, I don't know. Yes, we must indubitably go and... It's like personality behind the voice you can think of.
You'll
Think
be
of it
able
like
to
that. Makeup, bunch of options. Face paint color, makeup color, opacity, position, size, angle, flip it, symmetry.
carry over your character
Very
creation
nice.
data from the open beta test into the full game.
Mm-hmm. And then here's the hairstyle, hair base color, hair accent color, which we have not been able to do in Monster Hunter before. Thank God, praise the Lord. Gradient ratio, gradient intensity. And then you have hair length setting. And I assume that these two hair length settings are for maybe bangs and then like the back of the hair. But I don't think they show a character with like... Oh, here we go. Yeah. So it totally is that. It totally is. I spoke too soon. I love it when they do this because it makes it way easier to get your specific hair if you can just change the length of a bang, right? You don't need to have 75 different bangs. You can just have like one bang for this specific type of layout and you can change the hair length of it. Love this. You're going to be able to have two-tone colored hair. Doesn't just work for people like me with this shenanigans, but it also works to just have more like natural hair color, you know. You can have like black and really dark brown, so you get some kind of variation of depth in the hair color. So the hair's just going to look better, period. It's going to be period.
Character as
Better
much as
period.
you like
And then you get to change your palette code. Now we can't see
during the open beta
a ton
test
of stuff
period.
in here because they cut away from it pretty quickly.
Character as much as you like during
Did
the
we see
open
anything? I don't think we saw higher than 35. No.
and also remake your character as
Yeah,
much as
35 was the max we saw. Feline language. So you can set their language. We can't see it here, but I can assume that it's like English is on or you turn it off and it's meowing. Voice, we don't see how many there are, but we can see voice pitch is at 10. So we know there's going to be multiple voices and voice pitches for your palico as well. This is great. Okay. So we get to see a look at Alma's book. So we have settings, optional quests, lobby member quests, link member quests, and SOS flare quests. So we've talked a bit before about what the link party is. Link party, if you have never heard of it before, is you're able to connect with 3 other people, so 4 total, including you, and you're always connected in the background. So you can be doing a story quest, I can be fishing, you could be in the oil well basin, I could be hanging out with Ray Dow over here. We could be doing vastly different things, but we're always connected in the background. Hey, Oro, let's go. I can't believe it's so soon. It's so exciting. It's so soon. Next week. So the link party is just always in the background. So if you're going to do a story quest and you're like, oh, I actually did that story quest yesterday, but I do need to hunt Doshaguma to finish my armor for Doshaguma. So I'll join you for your story quest. You can just join your link party whenever. Whenever. You don't have to be in the same lobby. And this kind of really solidifies that because you have lobby member quests and link member quests. So you can be in a completely different lobby to your link party members. And you can check quests that they post, or you can also always check what your link party has posted. Now, keep in mind that Alma is with us all the time. So you're going to have access to this menu literally whenever you want because she is with us anytime. You can just go up and talk to her. So if you're hanging out with your friend Bob and Bob's like, I just posted a quest, you can be like, oh, cool. Go talk to Alma and go join the quest. Bada bing, bada boom, really easy. So lobby member quests are obviously limited to the people that are in your current lobby. Link member is a totally different thing, separate party, always active in the background. That's their quest. And then SOS flare quests are going to be just the world. So I assume that you'll be able to, of course, search by monster and target stuff. Now, these settings are also very interesting. You have a lot of control over what you're going to be doing in multiplayer. So you can choose, I only want to have 1 other hunter with me, I only want to have 2 other hunters with me, or I want 4. So you don't have to always do an SOS and get 4 people. You can just keep it to 2. So with the multiplayer settings, they're going to show you. I'll let them do this.
Participants and other settings.
There you go. So you don't have to be like turn yourself offline to only play with AI. Because listen, there's a lot of time that maybe you don't want to have other people playing with you. You want to have a little bit more control over it. And there's actually a ton of settings that you can change for the support hunters. So not only can you change, when I do an SOS, I just want someone to join me. I just want literally anyone, somebody, anybody, come join me. Or you could say, I only want actual people, or I only want support hunters. So yeah, in the case of, say you're playing on PC, you're a PC player, there's a ton of cheaters, there's hacks everywhere, things are going crazy. You can just say, I only want support hunters. I don't want random people coming with their hacked game and ruining my life. So that is an option for you. You also have the option to turn on automatic SOS flare, which is very, very cool. Because you don't have to then worry about having to find time, go into your menu, select the SOS flare. It will just automatically do it when you enter. Now, I do want to show you something. So these are your settings that you can change for support hunters. Look at all of this. Support hunter damage display. Support hunter offset attacks, power clash, mounting. So if this is so good, because say if you want to get off, you want to be doing all the power clashes, you want to be doing all the offset attacks, you want to be doing all the mounting. You can change your settings in here, change it to where you only get support hunters, and then you can change what the support hunters do. So that way you can have a little bit of help, but you still get to do all the cool, fun, happy, fun time stuff. So good. So customizable. So customizable. I don't want you mounting the monster so then I can't mount the monster. I want to mount the monster. And then traps. Maybe you don't want them to just spam traps. And you're like, God damn it, I don't want you to use a trap right now. Now they're going to be more resistant to the traps. This is annoying. You can turn all of it off. You have so much customization for your support hunters. It's really, really, really good. And then you also can turn off crossplay as well. Yeah. Platform permissions. You get to choose all of that.
Even when with other hunters, your Palico
And your
will
Palico
join
joins you no matter what.
and other support hunters on quests.
No matter what. Yeah, if you want to be the main character, you can be the main character. So here we get to see 4 hunters with their Palicos. 4 hunters, 4 Palicos. Yippee! And then, of course, if you do play the open beta, you get the very, very cute pendant. I think that is pretty much it. So there we go. That's the breakdown of everything we saw. Got to see quite a lot. Dude, the new trailer was insane. We now have like 15 monsters total that have been confirmed. 11 new ones. And we will be able to play Monster Hunter Wilds next week. I'm obviously going to go all in on bow, probably the first day. And then I'm going to play, I want to play every single weapon. I'm going to play all of them, every single one. And I also want to spend 700 hours in Character Creator on Steam so that it transfers. We will be jumping into Character Creator on PS5, but I'm just not going to go, I'm going to go hard, but not as hard as making like my actual character that I'm going to be using for when the game comes out. Oh, you know what we could do? We're going to hold a giveaway for whoever shows me the most amount of hours that they've played in the game. In the beta, I'll do a giveaway. I'll give you some money. Whoever has the most hours logged in the beta. And we'll do that. That'll be fun. That'll be fun.